Oh, hi, this is Rahman. I'm a composer, music producer, human being, not AI.
So, what is your universe ruled by? Chaos, chance, or precision?
My universe is ruled by hope.
Okay, so what is the first sound that you remember?
My first sounds were all being with my dad, recording Malayalam songs where he used to arrange, compose, conduct. They used to send me along with his lunch. So I used to hang out for a few hours, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I didn't imagine the way my life would go because I was on a denial trip that I should not be in movies, I should do something else in music. But then, if you look at movies are the best ambassadors for your artistry, at least till now. For me, movies are different and doing great things in music was different. The connections I had to make was to bring both, attach what I wanted to outside movies into movies.
So, Roja changed all our lives. Did you know it would change your life?
I loved the experience of doing Roja because, first of all, it was like a jackpot, getting one of the best directors, which I adored, with a lot of adulation, working with me. That itself was very satisfying. And even though there were a lot of questions, will people throw the music on my face? Will I bring him down? All that stuff was answered when, it won awards and people started accepting it. I was in a trap, a good trap, from the age of 12 in the film industry. Again, as a composer for another 10 years. So my only escape to see what life is on the other side was to do the musical. Get away to London, do my own laundry, cook my own breakfast, and walk to the cinema alone, go to a library alone, check out museums alone, walk in the park alone. And of course, my wife and my kids joined. Katija was very small that time, Rahim was very small. And those were the times which I feel like proud of now, because we've not done that. Maybe my evolution of artistry would have ended. It became more India-centric and not expanded to the West, or all the stuff which happened later. Oscars might have not happened. We've not understood the West more and where we stand in perspective to the West or to the world talent.
Is there a story in your music that you're trying to create as well? Is that how you approach it?
Every song's a story, in a way. After 1 minute, if you can't sustain the song, you just end the song in 1 minute. That's been my kind of mantra from the beginning. I love it when people have something which is familiar to us, but they also have something else which is not related to that. What is not related to that actually attracts me, because then I can force myself to think to do something else with that artist. Whether it's using Mirdangam in G Ajale, which is a North Indian song, or Qawwali vocals in a Bombay, South Indian Kena Kya. People are very open. People don't know what it is, but when something is nice, they appreciate it.
Chamkila, for example, they're legendary artists, legendary songs, and the sound is really rural Punjabi that you had to
So
work.
we had a nice workshop here. We brought Punjabi Dola, Punjabi singers, Punjabi Alguza, Tumbi. We were just jamming for like 3 days. So we have loads of video recordings, audio recordings. And then we said, okay, this is what we're going to do. Because this is not what I want to do. I want to do something else. Now that I've crossed this, let me see what else. And then Imtiaz said, we want to change the intro in Baja. One day he also felt like it's too long, and then with the Niyatiti on under, change the whole character of that thing. And he liked it very much and said, yes, just keep it.
And with Maidan, did you try something like that?
With Maidan, it's a sports film. I've done Lagan, I've done Pele, I've done Beagle. I didn't want this to be like, oh, there's a work because Boni ji has come to this movie, Amit has come for this movie. I felt like if I don't like this movie, if I don't like the songs in the movie, it's a waste. I should not be doing this movie. So Manoj comes in with the smiley stuff, and we just jammed for 3-4 days. Just give me this lyric, give me that lyric. Most of the songs just happen like so fast, except for one song. Team India took 4 to 5 iterations.
The women in your universe.
My mom is a savage critic. For instance, I said, I'm going to label my thing Universal KM or something like that, and said, why you just let it prove that it's universal and then you name it? No. That's the kind of answer you'll get from. She had a very definitive vision about me. She said, you have to be in music because your father did that and you have all these equipments. So I don't want them to go waste. You should learn all this stuff. She was like a fort, protecting all the bad energies not to come to me. If there's any problem, she'll go sort it out. Hey, what did you do? What did my son do? Then there's my wife, who's amazing, who's taking care of my health, and you should do this, you should not eat this, and you should wear this shoes, you should wear this jacket. So all that stuff she takes care of, so I can concentrate on music. Then of course my daughters are there now, who's going to question everything. Why are you working that guy? And so we have my daughters who are also into creative stuff. And then my sisters, who are also a main reason for me to stick with what I was doing. And so all of these women are precious jewels of my life.
Who have you been in awe of or excited to meet?
I think I met all the people who I met Michael Jackson twice. Michael, I met him after the Oscars. So I was in a good position not to be very fanboy, but then Nusrat Saab, I was very, very jet lagged because we didn't sleep at all when we recorded him for Chanda Suraj, that song. Stevie Wonder, it was like a 4-5 hour jam, so I invited all my friends. I called Shruti Hasan to come in. I was in LA that time. He called me again to jam with him on the RPG, but I couldn't make it. So when Stevie Wonder calls, you don't say no, you leave everything and go.
And how do you fill your cup again? How do you reset?
I'm always in reset mode because if you look at my Twitter or X, they know Academy winning, Grammy winning, everything has been taken off. Because I feel that's a luggage. I'm grateful for that, but I need to find the new what is cool. It's not just music, it's building an infrastructure, being an educator, and it's also finding a way to tackle the challenges of today, like AI and this and technology, and how do you balance the financial side to, like, being too careful is a problem, being too careless is also a problem, to find the balance between that. This is my universe at Amazon Music. Hope you guys enjoyed this time travel.